Winkle for CageMinds.com. We have joining us, he's going to be in the co-main event, RFA 26, come June 5th. We got Marcus Edwards with us. Bad Intentions, how you doing?
I'm doing great, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for the time, sir. 8 days before the fight, how you feeling?
Oh man, I feel great. This is the last hard week before I get my week of rest and just maintaining and cutting the weight. So I'm feeling good. I'm right on track. I just can't wait.
On Twitter, you kind of alluded to the weight cut started. So is that where you're at right now? You've started to cut the weight?
Yes, I started my descent. I walk around usually about 178, 175-ish. This week is the week that I get into the 60s, and then next week I, get down to the lower 60s, and then I cut about 5 pounds for my for the day of. So, I'm on my descent.
And as they said in the press release for this fight, it's a double return for you. Back to Access TV and fighting back home in Colorado for the first time in a year. So what does that mean to you back home in Colorado again?
Oh man, it means the world. I haven't fought here for a while, man, and I'm originally from California, and I came out here in Colorado, just adopted me as one of their own. They love me, I love them, and I love putting on a show for the Colorado crowd. I've had a lot of fights out here, amateur and professional as well, before I started to travel and fight in other states. And man, I can't say enough about the Colorado fans. They make me do what I do. I love the exciting stoppages because they get so loud and so into it. It's unbelievable.
And what has it done for you over the last year? You haven't been fighting at home, but you've been fighting big promotions. MFC, Titan. What has that big promotion experience done for you?
I don't really see it as it's done anything for me or changed me. I feel they're all the same. It's just new faces. If I would say anything, it's the new faces that I see is it's pretty good, cool experience. I've got to meet a couple guys that I've become friends with that fighting on other teams in different weight classes, and it's just a great experience just to meet new people that do what I do and love it just as much and have just as much passion for it as I do. For the promotion wise, for me it's, hey man, it doesn't matter if we're in a cage in the biggest event in the world, Madison Square Garden, or if we're just in a local event. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna fight my heart out, and it's no different. I go in there with the same attitude, the same everything that I would go into with it in any promotion or any level of the promotion. So more or less for me, it's just the experience of meeting new people.
You're a big name on the poster for this event, though, so what does that do for you? You're getting a showcase, you're in the co-main event.
Man, it tells me I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm on the right track. I had a tough loss a couple fights ago. I unfortunately had torn my MCL and partial meniscus, so it kind of took me back a little bit mentally. I came back my last fight, and I got after it. I got right back to it, and then this fight to be the co-main is just it's going telling me that I'm doing the right thing and I'm in the right place, and just to continue to do what I do and to improve myself as a fighter and as a person.
So I got to inquire a little more about that injury then. You said messed up your knee, and that's quite remarkable that you were back winning 7 months later than after MFC 41.
Yes. Yeah, I got right back to it. I've been blessed for some reason, and just to be in the right places at the right time, to be on a great team that has, great connections with, awesome people. I've been going to Stedman Hawkins with Lauren for the past, I want to say, since the fight actually that I got hurt. I got right. He called me up, let me know that I was, he wanted me to come over there and work on the knee. They're the best knee place in Colorado. So I got over there and started doing all my strength and conditioning, my physical therapy, all my stretching, everything over there. And man, it just brought me back, doing the right thing in the right place at the right time. It's been unbelievable, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity of being able to go over there and train and get back healthy.
And then the last win. How big was the last win for you? The technical submission, Adam Nijim. I was just watching the fight. You can still view it up on CBS Sports. So that's something big. People can go out there, see your name, and it was an impressive display.
Oh man, yeah, it was awesome. I love going out there and finishing the fights. Within a few minutes of the round. I mean, I train my butt off in practice, so it shows when I fight. And to go out and get a win over Nigel, it was awesome. He's a big guy. He's young. He's starting his career, and he was just like me. Taking tough fights. My first pro fight, I fought Justin Gaethje, went to a 3-round war, and so I applaud Nigel for stepping up and taking the fight against me. Starting off his career, 2-0, going against me for his third fight was it made me respect him, and I went in there and I showed him respect, and I put him to bed. A lot of people says, "Oh, that's not respect. It's respect." He didn't tap. I put him to bed, and that's how a warrior goes out, and I respect him for it.
What is it about your fighting style that leads to these first round finishes? Looking at your record, 8 of 9 wins are first round stoppages. I'm very athletic. I'm powerful. I'm aggressive. I come out for the win, whether it's in the first round, the second round, the third round. I come out there to finish the fight in any way possible, whether it's on the ground, on my feet, against the cage, submission, knockout. It doesn't matter. I train, mixed martial arts. I don't train to wrestle. I don't train to ground and pound. I don't train to stand up and box. I train to mixed martial arts. I'm well-rounded, and I'm a little unorthodox, and a lot of guys don't know how to balance that out. As soon as they stand in front of me, they feel uncomfortable, and I take advantage of it. And it's like anything at a high level. Whoever makes the first mistake is going to pay, and when it's with me, they pay dearly. What do you feel it is with that? Is it your movement? Is it your hand position? Is it your ability to mix up your strikes with your takedowns? What is it that strikes the fear into them that puts a lot of the guys going backwards?
Man, it's a beautiful combination. I mean, I believe God has blessed me with a lot of amazing abilities, as well as a crazy body. I have a small torso with long legs and long arms. So, I'm a little deceiving because I seem short, but I have the reach of a 7'3" or 4" guy. And, I have really good footwork, and I like to, get in and out of distance real quick, fast. And a lot of guys aren't used to, fighting at a very high pace for a while. And, they're used to, sitting in front of each other and kind of being flat-footed. I'm on my toes, and I'm moving around, and I'm looking for angles. I'm creating angles, and, I'm becoming a full mixed martial artist in every aspect of the sport. And I believe that just, boggles some people. They're not used to it. There's a few of us out there, and you don't get to see it too often, and you can't really have anybody imitate it unless that's their style. So I have that up on a lot of guys when I go against them.
So have you had a time in a fight between your pro and amateur run where a guy just gave you a crazy look because he was sure he was at a distance and you were still able to get him, and just the look on his face was how that happened? Have you had a time like that?
Yeah, guarantee. I see it every time, every day I practice. Guys are just, I actually just sparred with Drew Dober, and he was just, looking at me like, man, how are you getting me from there, And, we had a little talk afterwards, and, it's nice to go fight, spar with the guy that's in the UFC that fights at my weight class and, do so well. And, after the, match, he's, telling me that, I'm doing good things right and staying in the right range and, just doing what I'm supposed to do. And, just goes ahead and tells me that I'm supposed to be where I'm at, or, I feel that I'm ready to, step it up a notch and go to the next level. And I believe after this fight, I'll show and prove everybody that that's where I'm supposed to be.
RFA is notorious for that. They catapult guys towards that next level. How sure are you that this is the fight that's going to do that you're on the right path right now?
There's no doubt inside of me. I feel like I'm a veteran in the sense of fights. I have over 20-something fights, experience-wise, and it took me a while, but I'm finally, putting it all together. I was just a street guy that fought on the streets and, just got after it, and now I'm actually looking at it as a sport and being able to transition, in taking that street mentality and putting in there with the sport aspect and, just putting it on guys. And I've been training my butt off. I'm fully invested with every aspect of my life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm invested. I'm in this gym from when it opens to when it closes. I'm trying to better myself, and I'm willing to go over and beyond, training hours to, perfect what I need to do to get to where I'm going. And that's what I've been doing for this camp. And stepping into this fight, I have no doubt in my mind, in my body, anything around, you will feel when I come out and walk to that cage, you will feel the way I feel. That's how intense it will be when I'm walking to the cage, and I will prove and I will show, where I'm at and what I'm capable of.
From the first time I got to see you walking out to the cage in MFC, you could see the intensity. How long did it take you in your fight career to be able to find that right level of intensity to not drain yourself, but what was good for you with having your high amp personality?
I believe I just came to it with the Nigel fight. I came out very calm that fight. I was relaxed. I wasn't revving my engine too high. Because before what I would do was I would keep my car in neutral, which is my body, and I would just press on the gas tank, and I wasn't going anywhere, and I wasn't doing anything, and I wasn't, advancing. So I found that perfect medium of being able to control my emotions and, my intensity, and be able to balance it out and go out there and put it on them, but at the same time to be able to understand when I need to turn it up and shift gears and when I need to, go ahead and throw it back in neutral and coast. But that just recently happened for me. It was a mental thing. Wasn't really a physical thing. It's more of a mental thing. And, I want to say I guess I was a late bloomer with it mentally. But better late than never. And I'm 100% ready and prepared to go in here and, prove to the world. And I just want to show what I'm capable of. I haven't had a lot of fights to be able to show my skill level and what I'm capable of. And I believe this fight will be the fight.
What do you feel that Thiago Alves Cavalcante Rodriguez offers? What does he bring to the table fight night that's going to be the biggest thing for you to have to deal with?
I don't know too much about him. I know he's a black belt. I don't really read too much into my opponent. I feel that they need to worry about me more than I need to worry about them. I'm gonna fight my fight, and whatever they do, I'll adjust in the fight, and I'll adjust it on the fight. I know he has a black belt, so I believe he's gonna want to take the fight to the ground, and I feel that he'd think he'd have the advantage there. But what they say, those black belts, you punch them in the face, and they go down a belt every time. So we'll see if he can take me down or hold me down, or take me down and stay out of danger of being submitted. But I'm very confident about this fight. I don't believe he can beat me in any aspect of the sport. I don't believe he's going to be able to handle me or understand what he's inside the cage with. So coming June 5th, I'm excited to see his face in the cage.
Marcus Bad Intentions Edwards. Where'd the Bad Intentions nickname come from?
It was a long time ago when I first started fighting as an amateur. There's an announcer, Bumpy Johnson, I believe his last name is Johnson. And he was just kind of throwing my names out at every fight, every amateur fight. He'd just give me a different name, and then one day it was like Bad Intentions. And after that, I fought again. He said it again. It kind of just stuck, and we kind of kept that name, and I just kind of ran with it. So I guess I have bad intentions when I step into the cage, which is 100% truthful. And I go in there to hurt people, and I go in there to excite, and I go in there with nothing but bad intentions. So it kind benefits.
Coming up for this fight, what's something you feel you got to get done to get the victory?
That I gotta get done?
Yeah.
I feel that, it's not really that I gotta get done, but, to be successful in this fight, I just need to go in there and be relaxed, be calm, feel the fight out. Don't go out there and just go 0 to 100 right out the gate. Go out there, fight my fight, be smart, be a professional. That's the big thing for me is going out there and being a professional and showcasing my skill and not just attacking and closing distance and crowding myself and turning it into a dogfight, which I'm good at. But as you grow up in the sport and you start to fight in a higher level, that doesn't necessarily work every time. So just going out there and following the game plan and fighting my fight. Being happy and do it with a smile on my face.
How much was that a change from you going back and looking at the fight and, wow, that was a great brawl. Oh, I really need to work on my defense.
Yeah, man, I never do that. Every time I look at a fight, or if I do watch a fight, it's like, dang, I look horrible. Like, why did I do this? Why did I do that? Why didn't I do this? Oh my gosh, I saw that and I didn't take it, So I try not to watch too much of my fights, because I criticize myself and I can't get it out of my head, and I'm just, I get in the gym and, I just work on every little thing that I feel that I've messed up in the previous fight. So, sometimes I'll watch one of my fights, probably like 400 or 500 times, and then some other times I'll watch it once or twice and be like, I just need to get back in and get after everything and really focus on this. I'm my biggest critic, and so I see a lot of holes in my game that other people may not see. So I always get back into the gym right after a fight and start to work on those holes and to close them up.
So how much do the coaches have to pull the reins back on you being too harsh and too demanding of yourself?
Man, I'm very competitive, so I'm kind of a free spirit, I guess you could say, like in the gym. So I don't really think that they, would see it because I'm just that happy, laughing, dancing, just put a smile on everybody's face at the gym. It's the stuff that I do behind the closed doors, going to the gym by my house and doing extra stuff here and there. And, and at the same time, I communicate with my coach and I let him know what's going on in my mind. And, I have that, relationship with my coach, which is key. And I've found that within Mark Montoya. And, we have that relationship where we can communicate, and I'll let him know how I'm doing mentally and where I'm at physically. And, we'll work from there, and we just stay smart. I don't want to, as I get older, I realize, I can't always overtrain. It's not good for my body. It's not going to do me any good. But, I do work on the little things, and with my teammate, which is also my roommate, Sid Fice, that fights at 125. We would get to the gym over by our house, just a little local gym, and just on little things that we need to work on. Not revving the engine too high or anything, but just technique and being technical and seeing what we can do with certain positions to benefit for our style of fighting. So we do that away from the gym. More or less, I don't work too hard, crazy to overtrain, but I do work on the technical stuff.
There's a burning desire and a passion, and you already said the goal. So you win this fight, you get the call. What would that mean for you to then start that next journey? What would it mean to get to that next level?
It just means I have to work that much harder. It means I need to grind that much harder. I need to stay focused that much more. I need to stay that, I need to be more hungry than what I was before. People think they get to the UFC and they made it. The journey just begins. It gets harder, and just because you got there doesn't mean you're going to stay there. So I'm gonna, as soon as I make it, I know I will make it. I have no doubt in my mind that I won't make it to the UFC. So I'm working each and every single day to put myself in that position, and once I am in that position, I'll be working each and every day to maintain that spot that I have, and to slowly creep up and slaughter any opponent that they give me until I work my way to the top. There's no doubt in my mind that I am a champion material, and I have the tools and the mindset and the drive and the coaches, the team, everything it takes to be a champion. I believe I have it all, and it's just a matter of time, and it's just a learning experience as I go, and to continue getting better, and just to understand that this is MMA, this is fighting, and there's a lot of different ways to lose, and sometimes you lose, sometimes you win, but it's all about what you do after you lose, and I've proved each and every time that I've lost that I come back even better, and I get on a winning streak. So I'm excited to come back and just continue this winning streak that I just kind of started off to that last loss, and just to get after it and prove to the world where I'm supposed to be.
Marcus Edwards, he's up there training at FactoryX Muay Thai. Who are the guys that are helping you out up there daily?
Oh man, daily, my coaches, Mark Montoya, my stand-up coach, my ground coach, Chase Hackett, and JJ Pugliese. I do privates 2 to 3 times a week for about an hour to 2 hours and a half with for Taekwondo, and for Taekwondo with Tia Day. So those are my coaches at the moment, and Lauren at Stedman Hawkins with my strength. So I have some great people surrounding me, and moving forward.
RFA 26, June 5th, First Bank Center, Broomfield, Colorado. Gotta thank you for the time, Marcus. And last thing was, who do you need a shout out to? Who do you need to thank? And tell the fans how to follow you on social media.
Yes, follow me on my Twitter at badintentions91. I also do the Instagram thing. It's Marcus42. I do Snapchat all day, every day, which is I believe Marcus42 as well. My Facebook is Marcus Bad Intentions Edwards, and I want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank Moe's Barbecue, Robusto Room, Rocky Mountain Recovery Group, FactoryX. I believe I'm forgetting a couple, but I'm a little late, so I'm sorry I forgot, but
It happens. But thank you for the great conversation. Thank you for the time, and best of luck next week.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you then.
Later.